The person who hit the snooze button on the alarm this morning, that wasn't you. That was your shadow, a weak, lazy version of you used to defeat. The one that whispers, 5 more minutes won't change anything. The one that always bargains, looks for excuses, comforts itself with the lie that tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow never comes if you give in to that shadow every day. The samurai knew this. They believed that if you didn't defeat your inner enemy before dawn, by evening, it would destroy you. That's why they rose before the sun and began with a battle, not against an enemy, but against themselves. They had 4 rules, 4 swords with which they cut through weakness before it even had a chance to speak. The first, 5 seconds of shuyo. True laziness isn't about finding it hard to get up. True laziness lies in that tiny pause between the alarm ringing and your movement. Those 5 seconds are the battlefield. Everything is decided right there. Every time you stay lying down, you're not resting. You're training yourself to surrender. You're teaching your brain that it's okay to make promises and not keep them. You're training yourself in betrayal. The samurai called overcoming the shuyo the tempering of the spirit, turning a person into a blade. Monks would step under icy waterfalls, not because they liked to suffer, but because they understood. The one who starts to bargain has already lost. They didn't count to 3, didn't wait until it became comfortable. They simply took a step forward. That's what you must do as well. You hear the alarm, 5 seconds, and your feet touch the floor. Don't reason, don't overthink, don't negotiate. This moment isn't about motivation, it's about killing the traitor within. The second rule is the ritual of discipline. Many people think that the morning is just preparation for the day. That's a mistake. The morning is life itself. The way you brush your teeth, make your bed, pour your water, this is your training. The samurai called this Buddha, turning every action into a spiritual practice. They knew the way you do small things is the way you do great things. If you can't fold a blanket neatly, how will you withstand crisis, betrayal, or pain? Choose 3 actions, simple and precise, and do them in the same order, without exception. Don't allow yourself a single slip-up. Every missed step is a tiny crack in your armor. And then you wonder why the day slips through your fingers, why you can't keep up, why you lose your focus. It's not fate. It's the price you pay for morning chaos. The samurai said, take small things seriously and great things calmly. Because when you keep the details under control, great battles become nothing more than an extension of your order. When you drink your coffee like a warrior, life stops being chaos. The third rule is, do what you've been avoiding. Warriors didn't seek comfort, they sought out fear. They went out into the cold, the rain, and solitude to test themselves. This was called Musha Shugyo, the warrior's pilgrimage. And your pilgrimage begins every morning when you do what is unpleasant. A cold shower isn't about the temperature. A run isn't about the body. It's a test. Are you your own master or a slave to your weakness? A morning alarm, a difficult conversation, 50 push-ups, 20 minutes of silence, it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you do it first, while your weaker self is still asleep. You tell yourself, I'll start when it's more convenient. That's a lie. It will never be more convenient. There's only 6 in the morning, before your brain wakes up enough to invent excuses. A true pilgrimage doesn't begin when you're ready. It begins when you start moving. You don't wait for confidence. You build it through action. Every day you choose difficulty, you forge your own armor. Every day you choose comfort, you forge your own chains. The fourth rule is, become the rule itself. The first 3 are imitation. You simply follow, repeat, listen. That's mechanics, and it's necessary. But one day, on the 30th, 40th, or 100th day, something will click. You will stop doing the morning. You will become the morning. The alarm will ring, and your body will get up on its own. No struggle, no inner dialogue. This isn't a habit, it's a merging. The Japanese call this arai, when a person and an action become one. You no longer choose discipline, you are discipline. But you can only reach this point through 100 days of loyalty to yourself, not for the sake of an ideal, but for the sake of transformation. You are not building a routine, you are building a new self. Miyamoto Musashi won 60 consecutive victories, not because he knew every technique. He stopped being a man with a sword. He became the sword itself. His mind and the steel moved as one. So will you. Don't train discipline. Become the person for whom discipline is as natural as breathing. Then you won't have to look for motivation. You will simply be. And now the moment of truth. Tomorrow the alarm will ring. You will face two paths. The first is the familiar one: hit snooze, lie to yourself that you'll do it next time. Millions choose this path and millions never wake up. The second is to remember this moment: 5 seconds. A breath, a movement, a ritual, a step into the cold. 100 days without compromise, and you won't recognize yourself. The samurai used to say, tomorrow's battle is won by today's training. Your training doesn't start in the gym or on the tatami. It begins when the alarm rings. In that moment, it's decided who will win, you or your shadow. Don't wait for inspiration. Inspiration will come to those who are already on their way. Don't think, don't put it off, don't negotiate. Get up and get started. Morning is the battlefield for your life. Win it, and the day will become your ally. Lose, and the day becomes your enemy. Tomorrow begins with 1 second of courage. Let it be yours. Subscribe to the Telegram channel where you can find more content like this.